Hello my beautiful hammerhead and welcome back to another video. So we have a couple of exciting Age of Sigmar 4th edition news and we're gonna talk about that because today, as of recording, the last news article was an excellent, last non Age of Sigmar article was the excellent Heresy Thursday article. Wait, where am I? Okay, there am I. That was confusing, sorry. This is incredible. I just wanted to say this is amazing. This is also a plastic sprue or frame, which Kirioth said in his video, which is really funny. I'm also confused. What is the difference between sprue and frame? But yeah, great. This is awesome. I love how this looks. Okay, but Age of Sigmar. We're gonna talk about some things here right now. First of all, this is an important article with the Modular Rules Reforged Warhammer World US Open 2024, but this one here on the 18th and 19th of May in Nottingham, UK. This is the first chance anywhere in the world to try out the smart changes wrought by the Warhammer Studio. Most importantly, attendees will be able to play a hands-on demo game of the new edition, and they also find out more about the exciting new Spearhead format, learn about the new rules, see all the gorgeous new miniatures, and learn how to paint the Skaven and the Stormcast Eternals of the Hallowed Knights. Okay, this is incredibly interesting. First of all, are the attendees of Warhammer Worlds the only ones who are going to see the models? This would have been a great addition to the thingy here. But okay, the other thing is game demos are awesome. I love this so much because there are more people than talking about this. Just don't get your hopes up too high because those rules won't be every rule because they just want to push through the people, basically. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go to sorry, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Here's what's changing in the new edition. There are a couple of great... Oh no, this wasn't it. Sorry. What does hashtag new AOS mean for your old battle tomes? This one is pretty interesting because if you don't know as of yet, 4th edition is going to be an index edition. What does this mean? Our battle tomes right now are invalid. Not yet. But as soon as 4th edition hits the shelves, our battle tomes are invalid because every war scroll, every unit, hero, a monster, mount, everything is being rewritten. I'm kinda torn about it as of yet, but the more I read about all of this, the more I'm carefully enthusiastic, because don't get started with the comparison to Warhammer 40k, because yes, there is a very obvious comparison, but we should not forget that at this point AOS has its own dedicated dev team with internal balancing, with a couple more people that are involved into developing the system of Age of Sigmar. And not only that, also Spearhead, Match Play, and Path to Glory. This might sound scary, I know, because it is. There is an argument to be made that if they are stretching themselves out so thin, cue the Bilbo meme with too much bread with the amount of butter you have. I know I butchered the meme, but still. Yes, there is the scare to be had here. But I'm again carefully optimistic here that they are going to do this in a good kind of way. But yeah, okay, every single war scroll is changing. The team took the opportunity at the outset to measure up each profile in every faction to see whether the basic stat line felt right. How does a Grot stack up against a mortal human, for instance, or a Saurus against an Orruk? Over the course of this process, war scroll design has changed, as the kind of information that goes on it. Seems interesting. Some characteristics have been renamed for clarity. For instance, wounds have become health. Okay, it's just a name change, basically. While miniatures can now fight in melee if they are within a 3-inch combat range of opponents, speeding up pylons and combat resolution, and you can now contest an objective with a model within 3 inches of a 40mm objective marker. Let's talk about this really quick, because I don't want to take up so much of your time. This seems like a great change. First of all, the melee range in 3-inch, you're in combat range, let's go fight. Because this takes up so much time as of right now to measure everything, and if someone has the greater skill, let's just say the mechanical skill of positioning models to maximize everything with the amount of attacks, it just takes so much time. It's not a feel-good moment, which we can talk about tomorrow as of releasing this on the Feel Good Friday stream. But yeah, this is great. This sounds amazing. Also, the objective marker being a 40mm base and just a 3-inch range for contesting it feels also like a good change, because we don't have these pizza plates on our tables anymore, and it's just a small thing. We need more information on that, but as a visual thing, I really like this. And it also makes, we don't know if it's like 40k that you can't stand on it, because with this in mind, you could just take a Mega Gargant and put it on, or the cabbage of the Iron Jaws and put that on, and it's just blocked, basically. Let's just wait and see what will come in there. Universal Special Rules, or in short USRs, are in their manageable amount. This is a loaded thing, making them easy to recall. Battle Shock has been removed, and there are meaningful combat abilities in every round with clear and simple sequencing. But if we want to use them, you'll have to deal with a strict command point economy. Universal Special Rules, a manageable amount, seems, in this wording, amazing. I want at max 15 to 18 Universal Special Rules, because more in that than there are just core rules. And I don't want them to be like the Russian pop-up dolls, where you just pop up the top, there's another one, pop up that's top, then there's another dolly, and so on. Don't do it like that. Because then again, it's just core rules, and it's not a manageable amount. Battle Shock been removed is fantastic. It is so good, because, let's be honest, it either did nothing for many armies, or it was devastating for the rest. And it was just it was math hammer, basically. It's a good change that it has been removed. Osiak Bone Reaper players know the feeling with no Battle Shock, but yeah. Command abilities in every round with clear and simple sequencing sounds amazing. A strict command point economy, we already have that. I guess they will be changing that. Everything you can do in the game now is an ability. From moving is an ability. Fighting, shooting, casting spells to the unique actions found on your war scroll. These abilities have a clear sequencing, a declare step and an effect step, and their timing is written out, color-coded, and uses symbols, making it incredibly easy to understand at a glance with which phase you can perform each action in and what it does. This seems fantastic. This, to me, sounds like you have 2 or 3 actions and you have to choose. Do you want to move once, twice for march or fight? Or do you want to move, charge, fight? Do you want to move, shoot, or anything like that? This to me sounds like that, but we have to wait on what we will see in the future. What I really like is the declare and effect step and the timing with the color coding. This sounds amazing. The modular nature of the new rule set is something we'll explain. Oh yeah, we have this in the next article. And yeah, these will be gone in the near future. Just give us 3 to 4 months right now. I don't want to count. Yeah, indexes. I'll be honest, don't buy the physical ones. Just wait for the downloads and enjoy the downloads. You can print it basically anywhere, just use a printer. I'd be really honest about that. Okay, then we have this one here. Really interesting. Contest of Generals on the Warhammer world. 19th of May again, because it's a 1000 point Vanguard event. This is really interesting. I love this. Let's just keep this one in mind for later, because I want to see what this means. Does this mean that a Vanguard or / Spearhead box is 1000 points? That would be great, because let's just put the points of the models and the units up so that we have less models on there. When we want to get more people into the hobby, we don't want them to paint 120 zombies just to fill a quarter of your army. I know that's a hyperbolic example, but it's still a really... yeah, well, it's a valid example. If they want a horde army, it's still a horde army. Because, let's just say you have, I don't know, 25 to 30 Stormcast Eternals. The other ones will be a horde army with 50 to 60 models. Let's just say it like that. Okay, but this would be great if a Vanguard / Spearhead box would be 1000 points. Then, I haven't read this one. We will do it live together. Live recorded. First, give this one a like. Haha. Warhammer Age of Sigmar. What are modular rules and what do they mean for you? The new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar has been revealed with a totally fresh look to the core rules, featuring refinements and tweaks that make the world's greatest fantasy miniature game even better. What's wrong with me today? We've mentioned modular rules as one of these new changes, but what exactly does this mean? Yes, please. Put simply, the game is divided into core rules and advanced rules. Sounds nice, I already see something here. The core rules are quick to learn and cover moving, fighting, shooting, unit coherency, and everything else you need to know to play a simple battle from start to finish with objectives and terrain. The advanced rules cover commands, oh nice, terrain, magic, army composition, command models, and battle tactics. As any experienced player will tell you, these are all vital for in-depth tactical games of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So what makes them modular? I love this already. This seems amazing. This is just army composition as an example. Fantastic. Magic, fantastic. Battle tactics, fantastic. Terrain, as of right now, I know no one who plays terrain. As sad as this sounds, because these are all things that people tend to forget. But okay, rules have been structured in a modular manner, says Ben. Oh, Ben Johnson, the product developer for the game. This means that you can learn and play games with the core rules, and then when you need them, you can go on to learn the advanced rules. You can even just leave them out completely if you want, though some battle packs will require them. That's fine. It's all part of making the game that existing players love more accessible to newer players. I love this so much because right now tournament organizers had always had the ability to take this stuff out. Terrain as an example, battle tactics as an example. But there were always the players that would say, but this isn't the rules. Now they don't have any argument left. Now tournament organizers and friendly local game stores can say, we don't do terrain here because we don't have the terrain, as an example. And that's just the rules for, let's just say, the store. Modularity is born from the idea that Warhammer Age of Sigmar is much more than just a game, continues Matt, and I agree. The man in charge of the rules, it's essentially a platform that supports many types of games. People play Warhammer Age of Sigmar as a narrative experience. Yep, a competitive tournament game. That's what I want to do in the future, at sizes ranging from huge mega battles with hundreds of miniatures to smaller format games like Spearhead and everything in between. With modular rules, you only need to read the rules necessary to play the type of game you want. To play Spearhead, all you need to read is the core rules and no advanced rules. I love this. Everything else is covered in the Spearhead Battle Pack, the War Scroll cards, and the unique cards that Spearhead uses. Fantastic. Path to Glory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, battle tactics are not in there. Okay. Match play, General's Handbook, plus seasonal rules. Nice. Okay. This system means that everything outside the core rules is designed to be plug and play, which has serious implications for the future of the game. Those familiar with the General's Handbook will know that each season has focused on a unique spin, from the predators and prey of Gur, which centered monsters and those hunting them, to the devastating primal magic channeled by Endorian locusts and the current season. The new modular structure provides a clean and clear way of implementing such things in the future. Oh, this sounds so good! The current General Handbook is set in Andor and focuses on magic. It's one of my favorite seasons, but in practice it ends up being a little bit awkward for newer players. Because the rules are split between primal magic rules at the beginning of the book and the standard magic rules they interact with deep in the core rules at the back of the book, explains Matt. Oh, Matt Rose now, the balancing chief. So how will modularity impact this? In the future, we could simply replace the magic module entirely with a Magic of Andor module as an example. This could seamlessly integrate thematic modifications to the magic rules for that battle pack without resorting to extensive core rules, errata, or layers of extra rules on top. There are also other benefits, as Matt explains. Say, for example, we find out during the course of a season of a match play that the economy of command points isn't quite right for the competitive play. We don't need to issue an errata online. Instead, we could have a new General's Handbook with the new command module that is both thematically resonant and helps evolve the internal balance. If we want to bring that advanced rule module back in the future, we can. Haha! The potential for this system is huge, and it helps clearly delineate certain aspects of the rules for both beginners and experienced players, creating clear steps to follow when teaching the game. The team has plenty of ideas on how this might shake things up in the future, and you'll see from the start of the new edition how it works in practice. Tomorrow we'll be back with a look at one of the most exciting and unique aspects of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, the tactical twists known as the priority role. This is gonna be a nice stream tomorrow on the Feel Good Friday stream. I'm excited for this. This sounds amazing. I am still cautiously optimistic, but my optimism reaches new heights right now. The thing with the General's Handbook down here can go either way. It's just like that. I'll be honest with you. This is the thing that makes me cautiously enthusiastic. Otherwise, I'm totally in on this. As of right now, everything we read here, not only here, also on the battle tomes with the indexes that wounds are now health and so on, with no battle shock and everything. I really like this. So, This is amazing. This opens up so many things. Again, we had these things, you don't need to play with them, but it makes balancing a little bit easier. Yes, if you don't play with magic, I hear you Lumineth players. I also will struggle with this. Magic, wizard, sorcerer heroes are then not really that viable. Maybe you will overpay a little bit on them with the points when they have an ability that is not magic. But then we need to see what the wizards can do. I'm really excited for this. That is just an example, by the way. Because when a wizard is also good without magic, then it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, okay. This is fantastic. I love this. This sounds amazing. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more Warhammer almost every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can support me on Ko-fi so that I can buy a camera for painting tutorials. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.